Christian nationalists want war in the Middle East. And there's a reason that 72% of white evangelicals are supporting everything destructive that the Trump administration does. Let me show you an example. This is someone I went to high school with. Perfect, maybe something will be purpose-done war instead of something pointless like the rest of the stupid Democrats. Hey, Obama and Biden fucking funded Iran billions of fucking dollars. Trump just wanted to claim some of that back. Send it. Trump, a man with balls. He didn't need. Thanks for sticking up for Iran, though. I was sticking up for civilians and for the Constitution, but go off, sis. But here's the important part. It says the end times are getting closer and closer. He encourages me to get closer to my creator. He does what manipulative people from back home do and bring my dead father into this, which is so slimy and And then down at the bottom, he said, defend Iran all you want. God's people in Israel, thank the people not like you. The end is near. This doctrine is very popular in Christian nationalists, and it's called Premillennial dispensationalism, and it includes rapture doctrine, and it's very new. Disciples didn't believe this. Paul didn't believe this. John Calvin, Augustine, Martin Luther, none of them believed this. This showed up in the 1830s with a man named John Nelson Darby, and he came to the U.S. several times in the 1840s because American evangelicals ate this it up. He taught that there would be a rapture of God's people after triggering wars and disasters to trigger the end times. Then there would be a 7-year tribulation, the Antichrist would rise, and then there would be Armageddon, and then Jesus would return. So he believed that by triggering the end times, we would get Christ to return sooner. Now again, this was not church doctrine prior to him at all. And then this was later promoted by the Schofield Reference Bible, the Moody Bible Institute, and the Dallas Theological Seminary. And also, Darby had his own cult called the Exclusive Brethren, and he taught that if you weren't part of the Exclusive Brethren, his group of believers could have nothing to do with you. He didn't believe in leaving anything for your children because he believed that the end was near and that the world was unsavable. So he didn't believe in environmental conservation. He didn't believe in getting involved politically because the world is going to burn. So this was a very popular evangelical movement even prior to the reestablishment of the Israel state in 1948. But when Israel was reestablished, people were like, oh my God, the end times are coming, because the establishment of the nation of Israel, the rebuilding of their temples, and wars involving the nation of Israel are key to these prophecies that they took out of context, that were not written for Americans. They were written to ancient Israelites, took them very literally, and now say they're part of the prophecies to fulfill the end times. So if this wasn't a traditional church doctrine, where did Darby get it from? Darby's the first person we see have this on a large scale. Well, true to form for a lot of white men of his time, he stole it from a 15-year-old girl in Scotland who, under hallucinations in 1830, was the first person to predict the rapture, pre-dispensationalism, the dispensation of time periods in which God acts, and then Darby took it, repackaged it, sold it as his own, and became the sensation that gave us rapture theology. So glad it's done now.